Masai Ujiri fired as Raptors president and vice chairman after 13 years with the franchise.
It's officially a new era in Toronto. The Raptors just got rid of Masai Ujiri, and this makes perfect sense. After a very questionable, and by questionable I mean ass draft on Wednesday and Thursday, the Raptors have decided to get rid of Masai Ujiri, and this is a really good move. I mean, ever since they won the championship with Kawhi, which, hey, good job winning the championship with Kawhi, they really haven't been able to properly rebound from Kawhi leaving. And a lot of this has to do with the fact that Masai has been very stubborn on accepting the fact that it's better to rebuild your team than try to retool. Masai has just been very stubborn. I mean, with the type of players he has brought in, it's become kind of redundant. Yes, I like Scotty Barnes, I like Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett is cool, but they're cool in other type of systems and teams. Not when they're all playing next to each other because it becomes redundant, it becomes a logjam, and it's very hard to be successful with those players out there. They're good players, but they just don't fit next to each other. And I think drafting Colin Murray Boyles might have sealed his fate because this wasn't a smart pick at all. Not because of Colin being a bad player. He's a phenomenal defender. He has some upside on the offensive end as well. And in the right system, the right situation, he can be great, but not in Toronto. Toronto really doesn't give him any room to really develop and grow into what he needs to grow into. It's just not the typical environment for him. And it's even worse when you had a Kamal Maluach right there to draft, who not only would have been perfect for your team, but is a better prospect than Colin, and you take Colin anyway. It's just dumb. Now, from the Raptors' point of view, it is kind of crazy to let him draft and then fire him. If you were already thinking about firing him, maybe you want to fire him like before the draft, but whatever. You get the draft out the way. That's probably what sealed his fate because these are just horrible moves. And I'm very curious to see what Toronto does after this. I really just filmed this shit because I got a cut for y'all see it.
All right, so that is interesting. And
It's
notice how the guy mentions Kawhi Leonard in that championship. Okay? Masai Ujiri, he gets fired. Look at this. This goes down 2 days before Kawhi Leonard's birthday. I think this is when they said they made the announcement or whatever. 2 days before Kawhi Leonard's birthday. Look at that right there. And Masai, Kawhi, he's got the June 29th birthday. Masai Ujiri, gone, trending 2 days before that. What are the chances of that? Okay, so it looks like Kawhi is currently playing for the Clippers. 6-time All-Star and a 6-time member of the All-NBA team. Birthday in the 6th month. Masai Ujiri fired in the 6th month. Trending 2 days before Kawhi's birthday. What are the chances of that? And, it is not a coincidence he is fired just before his birthday. After 13 years with the franchise, he's got July 7th as his birthday and fired June 27th. Just before his birthday right there. Wow, right? Just under 2 weeks before his birthday, he's fired. He joined the Raptors in 2013 as executive vice president and general manager. He was promoted to president in 2016 and surrendered his responsibilities as GM in 2017. When Bobby Webster took over, the 54-year-old Ujiri was heading into the final year of his contract, led the Raptors to their only NBA title in 2019. And we mentioned that Kawhi connection. Fire in the language, look at fire in reverse equals 70. He is born in 1970. Look at his upcoming birthday, which is 7/7. The day leaves 177 days in the year. Fire with the 70 like 7. Born in 70 like 7. The 7/7 birthday. If you reverse the alphabet, F is the 21st letter, I 18, R is the 9th, E 22. Added up, you get 70. Fire. We're in the 6th month. There's something with fire with the 6th month, as you've seen in my breakdowns if you watch my videos. And there's more to come. He's fired 1 week, 3 days before his birthday. Fired after 13 years. 1 week, 3 days is 13. Fired before his birthday. 13 years with the franchise. And he joined the Raptors in 2013. The National Basketball Association also equals 113. More Michael Jordan energy. M, the 13th letter of the alphabet. Masai, M, the 13th letter. Michael Jordan also has that 113. The Raptors finished 30-52 last season and missed the playoffs. The 30th prime number is 113. His name is Michael Masai Ujiri. Again, M, the 13th letter of the alphabet. Michael Jordan, Masai Ujiri. Masai Ujiri, Michael Masai Ujiri, Michael Jordan. Ujiri has 31 in the reduction cipher. On May 31st, he rejoined the Raptors as an executive vice president and GM. I guess he was with them, left, and then rejoined. 31, 31, 113, 1 week, 3 day before his birthday, fired. 13 years with the franchise. Joined the Raptors in 2013 as executive vice president. I think that was, he was with them and then left, and I think, rejoined 2013. Look at that. We get the 206-26 connection again. Don't forget, we're coming up on the year 26. Jordan equals 26 and 62. Michael Ujiri equals 206 like 26. And I'm not telling you. And Jordan was connected with ownership with Charlotte, right? And you have Ujiri, executive vice president and GM. I keep forgetting. Oh, and you know what else? Let me show you this first. Currently minority owner of the Charlotte Hornets. I think he sold like a major portion. You see that? So similar, So like similar characters, right? But look at this. And you heard, or I saw in that video we played, they call themselves the North, right? Toronto North. Maybe because what, Canada up north, you got US down below. Look at the jersey, even north with the Raptors. Nike unveils new Raptors jersey. Remember Michael Jordan connected with Nike? But look, North, Michael Jordan went to North Carolina. MJ goes to North Carolina in college. You see that? Okay. And, I'm not telling you that you're going to find stories with the two. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Michael Jordan's hitting with like every trending story right now by the numbers. Okay. These certain patterns, they got things like categorized in some kind of system with some kind of pattern with the news. Throughout the year, you get these stories trending at the same time by the numbers. Okay. The, a good example I like to use is, it may not be the best example, but like when you go to jail, they categorize you and they put you in certain categories, like by race or whatever, right? To me, that's like the system, like the world, like you're just like categorized, whether if it's by your name, by your birthday, by certain events and what time they happen in your life. I mean, it could all be in the same, right? That's what I'm saying. And they got the name Michael Ujiri. You got the J like Jordan. More than likely it's like the language. Okay. Oh yeah, look. When Masai Ujiri yelled, "Fuck Brooklyn." You see this right here? I don't know if we actually hear it here. Michael Jordan's born in Brooklyn, okay? Maybe they were playing Brooklyn or whatever. Michael Jordan's born in Brooklyn. Notice the upcoming birthday for Masai Ujiri, 5923 date numerology. Michael Jordan equals 59. He's known for that number 23. Put it on the map with the Chicago Bulls. What do you think about the breakdown? And I just glance at the numbers here just to see if anything pops, anything significant, anyways. And I don't necessarily notice anything that I need to bring up. There may be some stuff within there, but I think we might be good here. That was I added that Kawhi connection when I played the first video after I was done putting this together. I'm like, damn, they had that championship with Kawhi in 2019. Very significant, obviously, with the franchise and both of these characters, Masai, Kawhi, and dudes fired 2 days before Kawhi's birthday. M, the 13th letter of the alphabet. Let's scan the article. I like to scan the article because sometimes like more 13s seem to be huge here. More 13s may appear. Look at that. Fired after 13 years with the franchise, rejoined in 2013. I think that's what they were saying. He was with them and then left and then rejoined. But either way, if or if not, you see, joined the Raptors in 2013 as executive and vice president. You know, during his 13 seasons with the Raptors, Masai helped transform the organization on the court and has been an inspirational leader off it. The move was announced. Look at this. Yeah, one day after the conclusion of the NBA draft. What's the point of that? So, is this his successor, Webster? The Raptors said a search for Ujiri's successor. Oh, a search will begin immediately. And it says Webster was given a contract extension. The Raptors said terms of that deal were not disclosed. Who's Webster? Bobby Webster surrendered his responsibilities as GM in 2017 when Bobby Webster took over. Let's look at Bobby Webster real quick. Bobby Webster. This is the dude right here. Is an American professional basketball executive who is the GM for the Toronto Raptors. So this is the GM, huh? This guy was born in 84. Michael Jordan joined the NBA in 1984. So this dude's like his boss or whatever, I guess. Basketball executive, GM. So that's got to be like his boss, I'm assuming, right? I think. Let's look at his Wikipedia real quick. Let's see. Is Bobby Webster Masai Ujiri's boss? Look at Messiah. Did Masai Ujiri deserve to be let go by the Raptors? Toronto Raptors give Webster extension as GM after firing of Masai Ujiri. See that? Bobby Webster. Does he have he's just born in 84 but no birthday? What's up with that? Look, in 2006, Webster joined the NBA's front office. He worked with the NBA's Labor Relations Committee. 2006, like 26, okay? 2006, like 26. Jordan 26 and 62, Michael Ujiri 206 like 26. You see that? Not a coincidence, folks. Not whatsoever. Okay? So I guess we'll see who they hire to replace Masai. And I think I'm ready for some oatmeal. Toss some bananas in there. Toss some raisins. Toss some non-salted peanuts. Maybe mix it with some bran flakes. Yes, that does sound good. And then probably headed back to nap again. Okay? Probably a few minutes late putting this out. What is it? 3:15 5:55 a.m. as I record here. Mike better be on. Masai Ujiri fired as Raptors president and vice chairman after 13 years of franchise. Remember Drake was synced up with the Raptors out of Toronto? And he was a part of that championship, remember? He was all over the sidelines. Raptors, Drake a rapper. Fake world. Until next time, there's always more. I'm leaving it at that. This is my decode. Until next time, peace.